It's a little horsey. Ah. This is the MP4 file that I used to upload for the latest Vlogmas, and it's, can you see that? It's 10 gigabytes. 10 gigabytes. Mind you, it is 54 minutes long. It's 4:21 p.m. After I had breakfast, which was cornflakes and muesli and grapefruit juice, and watching my latest upload, Vlogmas number 2, I then carried on watching a film I started watching yesterday, which was called Inspector Clouseau, starring Alan Arkin in the otherwise Peter Sellers role. After that, I felt a bit tired. I did go to bed at 3 a.m. this morning, so it caught up with me. So I decided to have a nap, and it was a very long nap, about an hour plus, so that now I've just woken up and it's 4:20 p.m. Wow, the day has gone. Yes, the day has gone. I do need to go out still, because I've only got 2 slices of bread left, so I might as well make an inventory. Right, what do we need? Oops, did I just delete something? Ah! Undo. What? Well, I didn't delete anything, so. I think I need grapefruit juice. More for milk. Bread, of course. Bread. One more packet of biscuits. Cheese okay, butter's okay. Oh yeah, that feels heavy. Coffee's fine. More magical candy crackers. Right, I think that's basically it. Oh, I've got muesli. What am I doing? Deduct muesli. Oh, I need cornflakes. CORNF. Cornflakes. How about fruit? I'm okay for fruit. Right. To the car. Off we go. Well, I've got the shopping. There's only about 5 items. Biscuits, as I said before, bread, grapefruit juice, chili con carne. Right, now I'm going to head home. Right, the purpose of today's trip was to go to Battle to see if they had any Christmas lights. I'm sure they did. I'm sure they would have been up by now, and they were spectacular. It was a bit of a long drive to get there, about 20 minutes non-stop or so, about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. But yeah, I'm glad I've been, I'm glad I saw it, I'm glad I've captured it. And then I just came home. I just followed the signs. Yeah, really? Well, you know, sometimes I get lost even with signs, so. But yeah. So I've been to Battle. I've now stopped off at Asda's on the way, and now I'm off home, and when I get back I'll decide what to do next. Right, I've put the shopping away, changed into my slippers, and I'm going to have chili con carne on toast. While I was in the car, I had an alert, and what it was, I looked on, I think it was TV Guide. It's really good. It's got a search engine, you can search for programs on there. And I knew there was a Wedgemorphin coming out. It came out in the early 70s. About 1971, I think, 70, 71. And it's called The Man Who Haunted Himself. and the last time I saw it was, I think it was last year or the year before. I think it was early last year, and well, that's the last time I saw it. So I found that it's coming now. It's been repeated on Talking Pictures TV. So this was earlier in the week. So I, on the TV Guide page, using the browser's set menu and selecting share, I was able to share it to a reminder app. I think it's a Samsung reminder app to remind me, say, an hour before it starts, in case I'm out driving and I forget to, or wherever. It's a reminder so I can let me know it's going to be on in an hour. If I was indoors, I would have snoozed it every 10 minutes so that I wouldn't miss it. However, today I was in the car and it popped up, and I was on the motorway driving through the woods, and I thought I needed a convenient stopping point. So when I got to Bexhill, so I came off the motorway, turned westward. I became more familiar route then because of the Bexhill, because of the Hastings route. I recognised the route as soon as I turned off. And I thought, well, I found a side street, so I went in there, parked, stopped. I've got a Sky Plus app, so I opened up the app, went to the TV Guide, found the show, and then of course just set the recording automatically. So hopefully it's recording as I speak. So I get to watch it again because it's one of his best performances. I know he puts himself down as an actor, but when you watch him act, it's a very good performance. You know, I'm surprised he's so modest. I'm going to watch The Accountant with Ben Affleck because it stars, I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, John Blenthal, the one who plays the Punisher, which I've been watching, which I saw I think 3 series of. Incidentally, there might be a 4th, they say, but maybe not on the Netflix channel. Anyway, John Blenthal came to my notice in The Wolf of Wall Street, and I didn't take note of it at the time, but I noticed he was very sure of himself, really one of these Brando type actors, you know, really choose the scenery. He's the one in the film who tries to sell a pen back to Leonardo DiCaprio, and he says, you know, write your name, and he goes, okay, give me the pen. He goes, no. That's you know. Anyway, you have to see the film. I'm probably done restaging it wrong. Trying to find the right word when you like in crime, what you reenact the scene. But if I remember, I'll put it on the screen. So, anyway, he was in something else. He's been in a few other films, and I don't know. It wasn't necessarily the Wolf of Wall Street that made me, you know, look him up on Wikipedia like I do. It was another film, and I don't even know it. Excuse me. I don't know what it was, but since then he's been in other films that I've got a note of in my mind, like Baby Driver, and I think he did The Heist with Robert De Niro. I can't remember his filmography, funny enough, but I knew he impressed me in something that I try and watch films whatever he's in. Anyway, he's in The Accountant, but also The Accountant was trending the other day because of what John Blenthal said in the film. So now I'm curious to see him in this film and also to see what the fuss was about. So I'm going to watch The Accountant. Right, I saw the film. It was very good. It wasn't really there were a few action pieces. Now I've seen the film, I can read that thing on Twitter about what John Bernthal said in the film. I didn't notice anything peculiar, so I'm going to read the tweet in a second and find out. In the meantime, I'm transferring some files and then I'm going to start editing. It's about, I think it's 9:30 in the evening, so I don't think I'll be finishing the edit tonight. And I plan to start it shortly. Once the file transfer has finished. All the files have been transferred, so I'm going to start editing at 11:30, so that's not too bad. It's terrible. It took a while actually to transfer the files, so best just to get on, at least start it, you know, maybe get half an hour's worth done. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, at this point in the day, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I'm going to end the Vlogmas vlog for today, and I hope to see you in the next one. Au revoir. Never goodbye. The reason why the main reason why I wanted to have this scene was that after seeing the Accountant, and I thought it was on Twitter, but it's actually on my Google homepage on my phone. It comes up with, I think it's called cards. So if I'm searching for something, it will then give me like a news item on it related to it. So I must have been, when I was watching The Punisher, I must have been looking at John Bernthal, doing searches on him, and that's where it appeared as a card. It was he was answering some sort of long answer to a question about the accountant, which was released in 2016, and I think he was just saying that there's a fan base. Not only does Ben Affleck have a fan base with the DC world, but there's a fan base on the accountant world. And of course the obvious question was, would there be a sequel? And that was what that alert was. It was just to say that they're talking about it, and I think they plan to do one in they talked about it publicly in 2017, but to date I don't think it's been, I don't know, I haven't really looked into it, but you were just saying that basically how they all got on set, how Ben Affleck was good and Anna Kendrick was good, and of course J.K. Simmons was in it. He's very good. And John Buffer was saying everyone was good in it, and it covered brotherhood and autism, and there were so many elements in the film that it attained a fan base. And that's what I wanted to say here before it's sort of the moment I thought about it, and that a few seconds later I completely forgot about it, and I thought, oh, I know it's 11:30, I'm here to sort of close the vlog, and I did for a second, and then I realised I was meant to say the outcome, because I mentioned it earlier about the accountant and why it was trending on Twitter. It wasn't Twitter. So I was curious to know what that was about, and it wasn't really much, really. It was just about a fan base, that the accountant has a fan base because of Ben Affleck, and probably because of John Bernthal as well, and maybe Anna Kendrick, J.K. Simmons. Right, so au revoir.